Okay, you guys, so this is an updated foundation routine. Nothing much has really changed besides the fact that I use the beauty blender and it's wet. That's why it's so big. It's actually really smaller when you first get it. I was actually kind of shocked when I first got it. I was like, it's so small. I was like, I was really expecting like a really big product, but once it's wet, this bad boy is big. Okay, and the best way to apply this is wet, FYI. What else has changed? Not a lot has changed with it except for the beauty blender. I really love the beauty blender. And I don't apply. I'm back to using the CoverGirl. That's what I mean. I'm back to using the CoverGirl. This is the only foundation that's not breaking me out. The Fit Me broke me out. I don't like it. I actually have like some breakage right there where it broke me out. So I don't like Fit Me. It's horrible. So yeah. So to get started, moisturizing as always. That's another thing that has changed in my foundation routine. I've changed my moisturizer from Jergens to Clean and Clear. Just because Clean and Clear is like, I can be like their spokesmodel because I love some Clean and Clear. Okay, I've already done my eye makeup and my brows. I don't really do too much with my brows today, but moisturizing your face is important no matter what. If you have oily skin, if you have combination skin, dry skin, combination oily or dry, moisturizing is the most important part of putting on foundation because you want to make sure that your face is moisturized and you want to make sure your skin is good underneath. And with the Clean and Clear, it does have SPF 15. So since it is still hot outside here in Georgia, having SPF still helps out a lot. Then I'm going to use my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Skin Illuminating Face Primer. This has not changed. I've been using it for a while. I'm actually going to consider going to the Tarte one though, because I really want to try out the Tarte primer. But I'm just going to take a little bit of my fingers. I only take like a little pea size. And then I pop it in my T-zones. And then I rub it in. And primer is basically what you use to put a barrier over pores and on your skin so that I can't talk today, so that your foundation has a smooth surface to apply on. And I have like lines in here, so I'm just kind of gonna get it there, and that's so like your foundation doesn't crease and fall in. So I do get under my eye as well. I get my nose because I have pores in my nose. I get around my nose because I do get stuff going in my nose. And excuse that, that's like eyeshadow. But anyway, I get it around my mouth, my chin, and then my forehead. And then I actually let this sit for a second. And normally at this point I would go on to doing my brows, but I've already done them. So I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my lips with my EOS lip balm. I actually really don't care too much for this, but yeah, I bought it, so I'm going to use it. Moisturizing my lips, and that's because when I get ready to do my lipstick, I'll be able to have my lips already moisturized. So once that sits, kind of fan my face a little bit, just a little bit, because you want that to dry. Okay, so I'm going to take, one thing I did change is I put on my foundation first before my concealer. So yeah, so taking my foundation, I love this foundation because as you guys know, I don't use it for coverage, more just like an even tone. And I take about that much. One thing I will say with the Beauty Blender is you do use a little bit more product. And I'm just going to take it, it's damp. You can spray it with like Fix Plus if you want. You could just wet it with water, that's what I do. Okay, and you're just going to basically pop it on, just like that. You're just going to like tap your skin with it. And it's going to leave a good coverage and it's going to look really great, you guys. I really love the Beauty Blender. I'm so glad I got it. It's really great. Like, it just applies things so evenly. Gives it a good finish. And when you use it damp, because don't forget the Beauty Blender is just a sponge, so it does absorb product. So to make sure it doesn't absorb all your product, doing it damp definitely helps with that because it will basically it already have absorbed the water, so basically the product will sit on top of the sponge rather than soaking into the sponge as much as it would if it was dry. And I get under my eye. Okay, and I just kind of work in sections. I do like my face first at the bottom, and then I work my way up, and then just doing a side at a time. And then I blend it into my hairline. And I don't apply a lot of foundation on my forehead because my forehead is what breaks out the quickest. Okay, and like I said, you're going to use a lot of product. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more product there. And I'm just going to stipple it on my face. Just like that. Under my eyes. And blending into my ears. I don't bring it all the way down to my neck because I don't have to. Okay. And a little more up in the forehead area. Blending it into the hairline. And I just pop it right on my hairline. I don't care about getting foundation in my hair because, I mean, it's not going to do anything. But doing it, I just take it. I want to get under my eye, just squeeze it. And then go like that, just so that it can fit under there. Okay? And that's pretty much all I do as far as foundation goes. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really do as far as foundation. Then I will proceed to concealer. I just use the NW40 Studio Finish by MAC. And I just use my finger. And I just pop this on right underneath there. I don't have any makeup on underneath the eyes, so I don't have to worry about that. And I just do that, and I just take my finger and blend it out a little bit. And you want to up into the tear duct, and you want to bring it down to the edge of your nose, and then you want to blend it out. And that's kind of like a trick to like brighter under eyes also, as you can see. Then I'm going to take the tip of my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that out, because your finger is a great tool to blend it out, but this is going to just make sure it's a seamless transition into your foundation. And then you're just blending it out. And I'll even take this side a little bit just to make sure it really is seamless. But that's usually, and you see the difference, like you see the difference on how it's blended out there versus here. So taking that tip again, I'm just going to blend it out. And basically what the beauty blender are you doing is pressing, okay? And I do want to let you guys know I do clean my beauty blender daily because it is a sponge. Sponges can hold bacteria, so I do clean it daily with just regular antibacterial soap and cool water, just like I do my brushes. Okay, so that's how I do that. And then for my nose, just take a little bit on my finger and pop it right on my nose, right down the bridge, and then bring it up into my forehead like that. Taking the tip, blending it out like that, right down the bridge. And that's it. That's pretty much all I do as far as foundation, and that's also how I do a little bit of concealer to highlight. I love this thing. It really does blend out really, really well. And to set that, I just use my NYC loose face powder in Natural Beige. I was actually really scared to get it in this color because I didn't think it would be the right color for me. But it's actually pretty good. I just kind of like press it down and then like tap off the excess. Alright. And then I just take it right under my eye and I like kind of I really press it in because you want it to set it. And it's also going to make that brighter. And I know I look crazy, but it's worth it. So taking this, blending it out. Don't worry about that excess powder. Taking it through the nose, whatever's left on the sponge, just going down the nose like that. And I know I look crazy bright. I'm just going to take this brush that I got as a gift from Sephora, and it's just a powder brush with a eyeshadow brush on the end, but I'm just going to take this side and I'm just going to sweep away the excess. And I really like this brush because it really gets under that eye really good. And I know it still looks bright, but don't worry, because it's going to settle into the skin. And once it settles in, it will blend out a lot better. And then once I apply everything else, so once I sweep away the excess, again, it's going to look a little crazy still. It's going to still look a little ghostly, a little ashy. But yeah, so I'm going to contour. I'm going to use this CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony Bronze with an angled blush brush. And if you don't know how to contour, I'm gonna hollows of your cheeks. I start in the back and come forward. I already have a natural contour line from like a burn mark, but alright, and just going to blend that out. Alright, and bring it up into the temples. And as you can see already, it's making that under eye look more natural once you blend out and you add your contour to kind of warm your face back up. Because that's all contouring does, is it warms your face back up from you muting out all of the color in your face from the foundation. That and temples, forehead, like that. And then I'm just going to pop on a blush really quickly. I'm going to use NARS Lovejoy with a fluffy blush brush from Eco Tools. Alright. And I like this blush because with this blush I don't have to apply a highlight at all. I can just pop that on. I blend my blush all the way back to my hairline because it just blends better. Okay? And yeah. So we're just going to let that settle in. I let it settle in for about 5 to 10 minutes so that under eye can kind of settle down and kind of neutralize itself out. And yeah, so that is my updated foundation routine as well as contouring a little bit also. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.